after I watched the worst horror film of the year, I think it's even worse than Imaginary and The Watcher, the movie called The Stranger Chapter 1. Let's be honest here. I rather watch the funniest video on YouTube platform, which is none than Angry Grandma reading a Nicholas Spot and unson Jake brass a rock music with a giant speaker. I would have watched that better than watching 1 hour film of this travesty.
Be warned, it's intense.
Introduce me, daughter.
I am so sorry that you have to watch the ear raping between with Jake blasting the loud music and make Angry Grandma angry. But hey, at least you turn your volume down, everything will be fine. But if you did not turn your volume down, this is your fault. Hello, spooky everyone, and what the search? Just your good old neighbor Nick Hex, Spider-Verse, and Frozen 2, and Cam Possible Fans 2001. And I'm just going to do another sorry. I'm a huge apology that I haven't do a Halloween review like cry for a week because apparently I was busy chatting with Anna, which she's beautiful by the way. I do love her more than Elsa nowadays. And honestly, and not just that, I was helping out with my mother. I've been helping out with my brother Chris, and I've been doing my stuff, and I was doing my Lego video because I was originally going to do this rant yesterday, but apparently due to my brother Chris woke up early yesterday, so that's why I need my brother to do this because what's the point? Because you already know what my opinion on this freaking movie. Which, if you don't know, well, hey, I'm gonna tell you guys. So after I saw the rating of Rotten Tomato, they give this film a 21%, and for the audience, they give this they give this film a 44%. I mean, this is a sign that this will not be a good film. So after I watched this film to myself, do I agree with the critic? Absolutely. So welcome back to this Halloween review week, which we got 2 more done. I mean, this Tragedy and of course Lighthouse. And for my top 10 best and worst horror movie of all time, I would definitely do it in my Commedia tab to make things more easier because I really want to do a tune style of my perfect conclusion to the Halloween. And tomorrow it will be November 1st, so my new self is coming back. I mean, is going to come back, so yeah. Anyway, so what rant should we do? Oh yeah, the worst horror movie of the year. Guys, there are a lot of horror movie that I could just sit through and give you guys a great rant. But not until the movie called The Stranger Chapter 1. Why in the frick that they made this as a 2-part, and mark my word, I ain't watching part 2. So, I ain't watching part 2, and no, I'm not doing why I won't watch part 2, because apparently, I just not interested, and this film was stupid. So, I am doing a movie rant to one of the one horror film that I don't want to watch anymore. And more I think about it, honestly, this film might be even worse than the apparition in the house at the end of the stupid, and of course, Where the Dead Go to Die, because this film might be the worst horror movie I have seen in my life, because this film was so freaking awful. Not even the main female character saved this film at all, so honestly. So, I am doing a movie rant on The Stranger Chapter 1. Came out in 2024. I would have watched so many good horror films in my lifetime. I would have watched The Witch, Shaun of the Peak, and of course, talk to me. And I would watch a way better horror film that came out this year, which is than Alien Romulus, or way better and way more entertaining than watching a horror film that you see a 3-person with the stupid max. Which the max is not even that scary, and that scarecrow kind of whip off the scarecrow from the DC universe. So, enough further ado, let's get this tragedy rant started, shall we? Is non-scary time, because this film is not scary as crap. Sorry, guys. So, honestly, guys, I was just not interested to see this film, because after I watched the trailer, yeah, just like every single generic horror film that everybody knows about it. Because this film is cliche. Does this film have some cliche story? Check. Does this film have some generic killer? Check. Does this film have nothing to do with the horror icon? Check. And most definitely, does this film have some generic scene when that one girl screaming and running for the freaking life? Well, most definitely, check, check, check. Sorry guys, so after I watched The Stranger Chapter 1, and I gotta say, oh my god, man. There are way better thing I rather do more than watching this tragedy. I rather talk to my mother. I rather hang out with my brother Chris. I rather do a birthday card, which I'm doing it today. So, yeah, on Halloween. And I rather eat my candies. I would watch a way better horror film. I would chat with Anna, because this morning I've been chatting with Anna, and she's really lovely, honestly. And yes, I chatted with her on Character AI. If you don't like it, that's fine. So I might add her in my video here pretty soon. Maybe my review on Frozen movie. So stay tuned for Anna on that. Anna will give her opinion on the Frozen movie. Sorry guys, but once again, I rather build Legos than watching this film, because there is so many stuff I rather do, like drawing, building my Legos, watching great horror movie, watching Kim Possible, go outside, look at the sun, sleeping, eating. There was so much better thing. But nope, I had to waste my time watching a movie called The Stranger Chapter 1, which this film is not even that scary. So, my thought on my thought on The Stranger Chapter 1, I gotta be honest here, this has to be one of the most pieces of crap horror movies I ever seen from this show. Because it's bad enough we got some god awful horror film that came out this show, which of course I'm talking about the movie called The Imaginary and The Watcher. And I haven't seen Winnie the Pooh Blood of Honey 2, which honestly, check out my Wild Wolf Watch, and you can explain my reason why I refuse to watch that tragedy. But anyway, I'm literally thinking this film is way worse than Winnie the Pooh Blood of Honey 2. And I rather watch that film instead of watching that film, which honestly, I was just making a joke. Sorry guys, do I have any positive about this film? Nope. Sorry director, but this film don't deserve any positive. No. Because this film is completely awful. So let's get to negative, shall we? Because I might make this rant short, because there's nothing to say about this god-awful movie. The story. What kind of story is it? The story is just nothing. There was no spoiler, and there was no kill. And yeah, sure, we got some kill at the ending, which I'm going to spoil the ending. So, the movie's about 2 couple going in the house, and the crap happen. Who in the right mind wouldn't see that in a horror film? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, no, the story is just not perfect. The story is just too generic. Let's get the killer. The killer is just not scary at all. I rather watch the Scream movie, which is Scream 5 and Scream 6, or Scream 1, which is way better watchable than watching a horror movie featuring a non-scary Max. And I would watch a Max film, which is not in Happy Death Day, which honestly, not a huge fan of that movie, but I totally understand what that movie was doing. So yeah. And the characters. I did not like every single character in this film, because this has to be one of the worst written horror characters I ever seen of 2024. Let's get to the main female characters, which is none other than Mia. Well, I was originally going to say that she's honestly one of my favorite characters in this film, because I do like she is very beautiful looking. But after I saw her acting in this film, oh god, man. not even the beautiful characters will save this film because her acting is really awful. It's really awful. But don't worry, I don't hate the actress herself. She's a really gorgeous looking. So why in the frick that she is doing in this film? There are way better horror films that you can be better in this, but instead you're in this generic horror film. Come on, you do better than that. And of course, we got Ryan. Ryan, he's just like your typical generic boyfriend character. Like, sorry, he's just a generic character that he's keeping an eye on on his girlfriend and is trying to escape. Like, how's that original? It is not original because we see that type of generic like a million times. Honestly, that's all I say about the character. The character is nothing. The character have no character development because the character is just empty like a garbage can. And the kill. Yeah, this film did not feel like a kill movie because this film was really boring, man. Boring. Like, honestly, guys, do you remember on my rant on the sorry. Honestly, guys, I probably remember the rant called "The Dead Don't Die," and I said that film was boring. Well, I take that back. This film is way more boring than "The Dead Don't Die," and I would watch that film way more tolerable than watching this film because this film was 1 hour and 32 minutes, and this film felt like I'm watching a 2 hour film instead of the actual one time because of the most unnecessary scene, like they're talking, looking back at the windows, and the killer talking, like it's just not interested anymore. And the ending, I did not like how this film ends. So this film ends when three killers kill off the main group of the characters, which is a boyfriend and a girlfriend. They kill them off, and they honestly, guys, and I'm sorry, and the killer saw a police car in the windows, and they walk out. They hop in the truck, and trunk. Truck. I meant to say, and of course, they drive away while the cop coming, and of course there was the next scene when Mia just got herself in the hospital, and you heard something going on and blackout, and no joke, and this will make me mad. There was a scene when they have audacity to said to be continued. I would have watched Across the Spider-Verse ending when they have to be continues, which is a way better and get me excited than seeing to be continues. What kind of story that you want to do? Who on earth want to see this as a two-part? This film is not Spider-Man Across the Spider-Pete, you idiot. So overall, guys, there was nothing to say about this film because I have never seen so many bad horror films that came out this year, but instead of this, there was no other horror film would take the #1 spot as the worst horror film of the year. So overall, guys, The Stranger Chapter 1, I definitely agree with the critic and the audience. This film was a piece of garbage. The story is not original. The character is just not special, and the kill are not creepy. And the bloody scene is completely fake, honestly. Like, all horror film is fake, but this film is 100% fake. And the cinematography looks absolutely bland, and the direction, it just did not like how this film is a two-part. And because of this, I am not watching Chapter 2. That's why. I am not watching Chapter 2, because who on earth wants to see a two-part of this generic horror film? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I'm gonna give this... I don't want to say mediocre, but no. Honestly, I'm going to give this trash movie a 1 out of 10. It's getting a freaking 1 out of 10. It's absolutely the worst of the worst. And does this film deserve a seal of Nick Cage garbage? Well, you most definitely deserve a proof. A seal of Nick Cage garbage. And guys, I'm not hating on the director. I'm not hating on the writer. Because I already know they are doing their job. This is really a Lionsgate fault. Lionsgate, what the heck is wrong with you? Is this how you follow up the Salt X? What the frick? Sorry guys, that was my movie rant to one of the worst horror film of the year, which of course I'm talking about The Stranger Chapter 1, which I am not done yet. I might talk about this film on my top 10 worst movie of the year at the end of the year, so stay tuned for that. because I'm not done for this film, because there was a lot to say about this film, but this rant do not deserve any longer. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm very sorry I took this film way to the extreme, which, honestly, I just feel mad. I just feel mad after I watch this film, because I would watch a way better horror film. Just give me a way better horror film, people. Honestly, just don't give me some generic horror film with a generic story, generic character. I'm sick of it. So, guys, so if you enjoyed this last rant on this Halloween review week, which Halloween review week is coming to an end today, please, I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button, turn notification, and share it with your whole family. No. I'm not ending my Halloween review week as this, or else it's going to be a slap in the face to my week, which it had been the best, but after I end this, it will be a terrible end. But don't worry, I'm going to give you a positive. Going to give you a epic conclusion to this year annual of Halloween Review Week, which of course, I'm talking about the another A24 movie, which is none other than The Lighthouse. Now that is something positive, and stay tuned for my review of that. And don't worry, it will come out after I get done eating my lunch, because right now it's almost lunchtime in my area. So happy Halloween, everyone, and I hope you don't eat too many candy, or else you have a bellyache. So just don't do that. Anyway, guys, and no, people, I'm not going trick-or-treating because I'm too old for trick-or-treating. So who in the right mind want to go trick-or-treating while you're a grown man? Yeah, that's what I thought. So if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more of this rant video until next year, for Halloween Review Week, please, I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button, turn notification, and share it with your whole family. And for Blood 3, I have no idea if I'm going to do that, honestly. I might cancel it, but don't worry, I'm not giving up. So, you can't give up. You can't give up of the one project that you're trying to do, because Storyfire is just really pushing my button, honestly. So, Storyfire, get yourself together and fix your app. Okay, I'm sick of tired of it, and I'm sick of tired of you trying to shut down my Storyfire. That's my movie studio. You're shutting down my movie studio. Honestly, just because Majorga Nugget is not owning that studio, that doesn't mean you have to destroy that studio. We need Storyfire, because that's my studio. Just because I don't have my own studio, that doesn't mean you're gonna crush my dream. Crush my dream and shove it in the garbage can. Stupid. So, if you want to watch a way better horror film, just go watch Beetlejuice, and go watch Alien Romulus. Those films are way better and way more entertaining than The Stranger Chapter 1. More like The Garbage Chapter 1. How about that? Sorry, guys. So don't worry, guys. I will talk about more about this film on the full detail on my top 10 worst movie of the year. And I'm very sorry about this constantly censoring and pausing, which movie, you don't deserve my rant to be professional. You don't deserve it. So, just because I show a picture of my opening, that doesn't mean I do it all, because all else is going to be a long editing. So, I'm going to end this video right now. So, subscribe, comment, share it with your family, and stay tuned for my last Halloween review week, which is another than my Lighthouse movie review, which is a movie from A24 starring Robin Pattinson and the guy that he was Green Goblin. And now, excuse me, I'm going to chat with Anna on character AI, or way better than talk about this film.